Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, nerdlings of all ages, welcome to this evening's entertainment brought to you by PUBG Reddit. This is the Pochinki Showdown, but it is no ordinary Pochinki Showdown. It is the Pochinki Showdown tournament, where we have 24 teams vying for supremacy, and only one of them will get to call Pochinki their city this evening. I'm your host for the evening, Jarisar, and the observing is being done here by the wonderful Sam Walton, and we will be getting our first game underway shortly. But first, let's have a couple of details. Members of the winning team this evening will receive a tournament winner role on the Discord with a unique color, along with a special role showing that they won this tournament. They'll also get a flare on the Reddit channel and Reddit Gold, and finally, they will each receive a Gamescom crate and key. And I'm pretty sure at the rate that those are going up in price at the moment, that's going to be plenty valuable. Our top leaderboard players as things stand. In third place with 12 wins, it's iTwister. In second place with 15 wins, we have Pi Shiro. And in first place with 16 wins, it is the Master of Joe's Mega Joe Master. Each game will count towards the leaderboard, meaning if one of the teams win their round of 8 game, they get into the semifinals and they win that as well. That counts as 2 wins, ladies and gentlemen. And we also have 2 mods playing tonight as well. Prone and Agent 86 are both playing on the Prone Bones team, although I have been informed that there's a chance Prone will not be able to make it and could get replaced. So that's about it for the general games. We're going to go ahead and hop into game number 1 now, where we have 4 teams basically all jumping into Pochinki. That's why you see everyone in the plane waiting for the same opportunity. So they're going to be talking amongst themselves now and trying to work out which quadrant of Pochinki they're allowed to land in. I should also point out, by the way, that you absolutely have to stay in Pochinki. We will be kicking people who stray away from Pochinki, and if for any reason the plane does not actually land within parachuting distance of Pochinki, you have to run or get a vehicle straight there, and you are not allowed to pick anything up. So the 4 teams we have for you this evening in our first game are Potatoes, Kanju, Kaider-X, Fluey, and Sir Sasquatch are going to be making up that team. You can see them kind of in the middle of your screen. They are the green team. S1 is formed of S1 Sniper, Becco Man, Vizik, and Mr. Rex. And you can see them over to your right-hand side. Oh, it looks like they've actually had a little bit of a substitution because I see Pharaoh Bear in there. And they are going to be your purple team. Datburger, Striker, CZ, Silver Duck, and Whifferino are Freedom Slav fighters. And they've taken the west side of Pochinki here. And then finally, we have Ox95, Nahiro 23, X-Normal, and Kill Me Please, or KMP. They are going to be last-minute losers. And by the looks of things, they've actually parachuted into this game with 3 people. So there's only 15 people left. Alrighty. So that's ever so slightly unfortunate, but that's fine. That means that KMP, or Kill Me Please, is not going to be here. Everyone has gotten their own corner of Pochinki, and things look fine. Now, how does the circle work, I hear you ask, because that could actually be quite frustrating going into the late game here as we look at Arx95. That is not a level 4 helmet, ladies and gentlemen. His character just happens to be bold. And here's how it works. After a couple of minutes, there will be a 15-minute timer / countdown. In fact, you can actually see it now, so on 14.5 minutes. And when that hits 0, the blue zone will immediately engulf Pochinki, and the players will start to take moderate damage, roughly 2nd to 3rd circle damage. After that, there's a 3-minute timer until the final circle basically has those kind of levels of damage. It looks like Pharaoh Bear might have initially spotted someone here. Was that a teammate? Oh no, it looks like it was a teammate taking a look at the mini-map. So people being reasonably chilled out at the moment. Pharaoh Bear, part of S1, of course. He might have been able to see Striker CZ if he came out of the building and turned left, but it looks like he won't be able to spot him for now. Striker on the west. Oh, he's got a lot of attention. You can see a lot of dots pointed towards him on the mini-map there, and that's because the entire team of S1 have spotted that he is, in fact, in this house, Mr. Rex. Slowly and patiently waiting for him to come back. I need to be careful that that shotgun, I'm guessing that's a bit of a graphical glitch, doesn't actually end up sticking out of something and giving him away. Striker CZ definitely heard something there. You can see him pausing before looting, trying to work out if something's going on. Meanwhile, in North Pochinki, we have shots fired over here. Ox95, and is that, I believe that's Kanju actually trading a couple of shots there. Sasquatch, though, is going to be able to get, oh no, pardon me, that was Kanju. with 2 knocks so far, and he managed to get both Arcs 95 and the hero. Very nice. I actually thought that was Sir Sasquatch there because he was actively trading some of those shots as well. Kanji now rushing across, looking to go into a different building to see if they can get a little bit more of a flank. So he's joined one of his teammates as well. 2-on-2. Striker CZ having a little bit of trouble here, and it looks like Mr. Rex is going to be able to take him out. He doesn't just knock him out as well, he kills him. So that means that Team S1 are now down to just 3 people. S1 Sniper, running out into the open, immediately gets spotted though by the rest of Potatoes, who are having a pretty decent game so far. Whifferino sneaking around the edge here as well. Pardon me, that's Freedom Slav Fighters, and he's going to be going around towards S1 Sniper. If he peeks around the corner, he's going to be able to see him right there. He's now within close distance. What is he going to do? They have to be looking at the corner. Mr. Rex coming by for a little bit of a peek himself. Whifferino actually doesn't really have very many places to go right now. Mr. X tries to come by with the shotgun of all things. He doesn't make it. S1 Sniper now coming through the building, and it looks like Whifferino is going to go down. 14 alive, and no one's actually, well, no additional people have died just yet. Whifferino just on the wall. S1 Sniper trying to get a peek at, but Silver Duck doing his best to cover for him right now. And Bell looking like, he's right there. He spots him. Excellent headshot with 1 bullet, but the second can't quite be found there. Silver Duck having a little bit of a frustrating time finishing off that kill, and that's okay. Because at the end of the day, Whifferino was knocked out. Was finished off by that frag grenade. So that was the whole point of the frag. They weren't actually targeting a duck. That leaves us with 13 people alive in this game at the moment. Mr. X currently knocked down, but technically 4 players are still in the game for S1. Similar last-minute losers on 3. Freedom Slav Fighters, I believe, on 3, I want to say, but quite a lot is going on here. Mr. X actually gets headshot, so he goes out of the game. 2, 3, 3, 4. So by the looks of things, Potatoes are the only team right now still with... Oh, that's an excellent frag. Oh, pardon me. No, that was a flashbang. That was beautifully positioned. And even in the caster booth, I'm actually needing to take part of my headphones off to just kind of reacquaint myself with reality here. So S1 Sniper and crew, basically right next to Silver Duck and Dat Burger, and both of them are in extremely low health. I can't imagine there are that many meds available as well, because the fighting started in the first, I would argue, 3 minutes of the game. And people weren't exactly running from house to house crazy amounts to loot. Yes, they were looting a couple, but I don't actually think they have ridiculous numbers of first aid kits. And if you look at this, Silver Duck and Dat Burger are not healing up. So that would appear to corroborate the speculation that we made earlier. Ex-Noble Ox 95 and the hero, in the meantime, all the way over in the east side, they are in a 3v4 situation up against Potatoes, who now look to be rotating north and west. Now, this is very interesting. I think Potatoes are feeling very confident about their chances in this game now. They're not hiding out in a house looking for people left, right, and center. No, they're actually running around the outskirts of Pochinki, allowing everyone else to get into positions to fight. Dat Burger, in the meantime, and Silver Duck do, well, I think, incredibly smart move here of just running away from the rest of the team of S1, knowing that they can't really fight them at the moment. They need to go and find some meds. Dat Burger doesn't even have a backpack at the moment, and he's not on an awful lot of health. We'll fix the backpack situation, but realistically, he wants a first aid kit. A little bit of 5.56. I believe he was carrying a Mini 14 as well. So that is going to stand him in good stead. But Silver Duck still, I mean, he's more like a sliver duck right now based on the amount of health he's on. So, and he's getting within hearing distance of Sir Sasquatch if they don't be careful with their footsteps here. So guys, while we're waiting for the next couple of kills to come in, don't forget to go ahead and get involved. I am on Twitter, and so is PUBG Reddit all evening. Use the hashtag PUBG Reddit, and let us know what you think of the stream, of me, the caster, of the observing, of the games and the players. Go ahead and get involved. Use that hashtag, and we will be checking out some of your tweets between games. So go on and do that. And you can tag us as well. I'm at Jorisar, which you saw at the beginning of the game. And you can also tag at PUBG Reddit. And the guys will be around and reading all of your social medias. There is obviously also the Reddit thread. We'll see how much time we get to read everything. And I will promise I will do my best to read as much out as possible. Now, Kanju, being particularly bold, he just wants to check that there isn't somebody on that building on the right-hand side with the roof. It's actually quite a decent spot to get some Overwatch from, but really he's looking at that building around his 1:32 o'clock right now, because that roof is particularly strong. I don't think, though, anyone is on it, and he's convinced no one's on it as well. That's going to be fine. Silver Duck actually being incredibly brave here, looking up towards Church. But the rest of Potatoes have actually moved on, and they're ever so slightly west of that position right now. Oh, someone spotted him, though. Is that Kanju himself? It is indeed. And instantly has Silver Duck running upstairs. Oh, pardon me. That wasn't actually targeted at Silver Duck. That's because his teammate has now died. R.I.P. Datburger, ladies and gentlemen. So Meat Patty is all he's going to be now. Spotting Kanju, getting 2 hits off. And unfortunately, his helmet has been knocked off by an earlier engagement. This is really tricky for Silver Duck. 1/4 HP, no helmet left, lost survivor with 11 people in the game. This does not look like a particularly friendly situation for him at all. And Potatoes know exactly which building he's in as well. Don't forget, Kanju actually took out that burger. So they're going to be able to slowly corner. Silver Duck now running across. Did Kanju actually spot that? I think it's wise to move to a different building personally, because that means that these guys, if they're just going to be camping that one building out, they're going to be spending a lot of time doing absolutely jack diddly squat. He is still looking for opportunities, though, to grab a pot shot off. What are the other 2 members of Potatoes doing in the background, though? Kyder and Fluey seem to be... No, so Sasquatch and Kyder, pardon me, appear to be providing... just a little bit of overhead intelligence by the looks of things from Church. I think their job is just to communicate to the rest of the team. This is where I think I heard shots from. I think I saw a bit of movement here, and to let everyone else on the ground do the dirty. They're going to be pretty happy that they probably have man advantage now as well, because 11 people in the game and they are 4 of them. In fact, if they've been following the kill feed, they would know exactly how many people every team is left, and they would know that they're the only 4-man squad left in the game. I don't know how much attention they realistically wouldn't be paying, though, to that while you're in the middle of trying to spot people and shoot them. That is a little bit much to ask, in my opinion. But maybe they can assign a secretary to it somewhere. I'm not sure. 6 minutes left to go until the circle starts to do light damage, and light damage is a massive problem right now. Wait, is S1 Sniper thinking that these guys are still in this building? I mean, this is an engagement that's about 8 minutes old, to be perfectly frank. He's sweeping through the building expecting to find someone there, but him and Farrah Bear will not actually spot anything. Bell seems to be in the background, just kind of chilling and looting. I think realistically they knew that no one was here, but they were just being ultra careful. A couple of shots now being fired in the north of Pochinki. Silver Duck goes down, and a headshot from the SKS means that Fluey takes him out. I believe that was not from Church, because we had Sir Sasquatch up on Church duty later. It looks like they're moving down now as a squad. Sasquatch and Kyder X on a little bit of health issues, but nothing a couple of bandages and a Red Bull can't solve. If PUBG teaches us anything, it's that energy drinks heal all ailments, ladies and gentlemen. They just take a little bit of time of work. So if you don't feel like you're getting better from, I don't know, particularly bad flu, drink a can of energy drink, brand of your choice. And then obviously you need to wait 30 seconds, then you drink another can, and you will continuously feel better. And I believe by something like the 7th or 8th can, you'll feel absolutely terrific and your entire whole self. Asterisk, this does not constitute official medical advice. So now moving on into the center of Pochinki, the teams are getting slightly closer together now and being a little bit more bold with their movements. S1 Sniper going very deep into the middle. Remember, only with a 3-man squad. They're not sure if there's another 4-man squad still out there, I think. But they could know that the Potatoes are still chilling out there. This is only 3 squads left, of course, because the Freedom Slav fighters have gone out in 4th place. Arx95 looks like he's going to go into the same building as Bell. And that's a lot of bullets hitting that at the moment. I believe that was S1 Sniper spotting him there. And oh, Jesus, that was brutal. S1897, 2 shots from the shotgun. It looked like today was not a day for that to be a confetti gun. And as a result, Bell will take the kill on Arx95. I don't know why I can shoot people from that range in pub games and frankly have 4 shots hit them and they still don't die. But it looks like these guys seem to know something I don't. Hey ho. X-Normal, we haven't actually heard from him in a little while, and that's because he's just kind of chilling in the loo by the looks of things, reading a good book and having a nice, relaxing time, although the toilet seat's a little bit bent, so I wonder what he did on that earlier. He's going to be over here on the east, kind of waiting for everyone. Basically, everyone wants to be part of the final 2 teams right now, and that's completely understandable. Nahiro is on very low health, does have an SKS pointed in the general direction of Potatoes right now, but realistically, he doesn't want to have to use it. I mean, he has no meds. He's on about 10% hit points, and it's all pretty rubbish as far as health is concerned. This is why you need that energy drink or 2. S1, in the meantime, are getting closer and closer. You can see the 2 central, I guess you can call them the 2 central groups of houses in Pochinki are now occupied But Potatoes are actually moving away from that. They are moving more towards the east right now, and I wonder if anyone from S1 actually spotted them. That's a lot of people coming around in a line. It doesn't look like anyone would have heard anything. Farrowbear continuing to be very sneaky and take an eye out. Take an eye out? Well, he will if he can, but keep an eye out is really what I meant to say. And just being very, very chilled on the roof right now. Nahiro is the person who is most in immediate danger, I think, from Potatoes sneaking on in. 3 squads remaining. 2 versus 3 versus 4. 2 minutes 40 seconds before the circle closes in and we start to take minor damage. Nahiro will almost certainly be our first casualty, and then either Bell or Sir Sasquatch are probably going to fall next. They're continuing to move up. Basically, Nahiro can't actually do much right now. He's not really willing to poke his head above the parapet, to be perfectly frank. Everyone looks like they're happy to sort of sit and chill, which is a little bit of a dangerous situation when you don't know how many meds everyone else is on, and the circle is going to be coming down in 2 minutes. A little bit of exploring wouldn't go unnoticed, I should say. Kanju spotting Farrowbear, almost able to get the kill, but not quite. Knocked him out, and he was by a sliver of losing his life before actually getting resurrected on the stairs. Bell is going to go ahead and keep him back up, but I really don't recommend they go straight back out onto that roof. Not many people in Pochinki here, I suppose, but everyone who is in here has a sharp eye and an even sharper trigger finger. Fluey now moving around the cars. Again, still to the north side. Everyone's staying around the outskirts so that they don't have to be looking too hard towards multiple angles. I don't think he's in danger of being seen here, to be perfectly honest with you. The only people around him are conveniently his own team. It's Nahiro basically in between him and S1 right now. And it looks like Nahiro is perfectly content to stay prone and just waiting in this room. I mean, if he can get a shotgun from someone entering and try and hold himself up against the rest of the team, that's really the best he can hope for right now. Still with no meds and unwilling to move. Unfortunately, that does mean that in about 45 seconds' time, we're going to see him suffer what I think would be a quick and painful death rather than a slow one. So we will see what happens and see how much damage people start to take when the circle comes in. It's also, I should point out, it's technically a strategy here to save your one first aid kit, I suppose, until the circle gets you to nearly no health, because in the event that it actually becomes some sort of tie like that, it might genuinely buy you a couple of seconds that you need to finish the game. The aim of the game is to survive, remember. You can do that by killing everyone else. You can also do that by outlasting them. So look at this. We have more looting going on. Potatoes are not afraid to go ahead and take these houses, and they're going to try and get as many extra meds as possible. All right. So where is the circle and how quickly is it coming in? I don't actually know because this is all very... Wow. Okay, people are dying very quickly. Nahiro has just gone down. He is not going to be able to get revived. Ex-Normal, possibly the next person in the firing line, but I actually think the rest of Potatoes are completely ignoring him. There goes Nahiro. Pharaoh now actually spotting the rest of that team in front of him, but managing to get a tag off on Sir Sasquatch, that's about it. Sir Sasquatch now goes down, and Kanju actually in a little bit of trouble as well. These teams are really duking it out now. 7 left alive, and Kanju needs to heal up now. He needs to heal up now. He can't keep taking pot shots. If he keeps doing that, maybe he doesn't have any meds left, and he goes down too. Bell is still alive, so Sasquatch has just gone down. I think Fluey is still there, and Farrowbear, possibly out of meds, is absolutely YOLOing it out in the open. And they scream as they very quietly fall over. So it is now currently Farrowbear, he's bleeding out. It's Bell versus Fluey, and I'm pretty sure they vaguely know where each other are, but if this is going to end up being a battle of the meds, Bell's actually going to die anyway. He has the opportunity to go around and finish this right now, and he does! That shotgun, in fact, if he had left it to just the circle, they might not have survived that, but I suspect he was medding up, and therefore Bell, Farrowbear, Mr. X, and S1 Sniper from Team S1 are going to win our first heat and advance to the first semi-final. Now, don't forget, there are 4 teams in each of these, and I believe we have 6 different teams going into the semi-finals, where 3 teams will each be in Pochinki. So congratulations there to Team S1. Commiserations to Potatoes, who finished oh so close to making their way into the semi-finals. We'll be back momentarily, ladies and gentlemen, or maybe in a couple of minutes at 1:30 with heat number 2. In the meantime, don't forget to use the hashtag PUBGReddit and let us know your thoughts in the Discord server if you wish, on Twitter, where I will be, and also in the Reddit thread. That's it from me for now. See you in just over 5 minutes.